we got the Demon King of all pickles, Piccolo Egg. Now, I got this one for my birthday, so this is a special one to me. I bought it with my own money. Now, but in all seriousness, he is a huge boy. Now, I don't know what else to say, so let's just get him out. Let me open it from this side this time. Alright, here we have Demon King Piccolo in all of its glory. Now, for a size comparison, I actually wanted to do something different. So, instead of the usual Goku that I bring in on every single video, let me do something much different in my opinion. Now, I wanted to compare him to Broly because Broly is a really big guy. And then Piccolo is also a really big guy, but as you can see, he's still not as big as Broly. Now, previously, Broly measured around what? Around 9 inches. So, Demon King Piccolo is around 7.5. It might not look like it in the video, but believe me, it is. Now, getting Broly out of the picture, I actually do want to take a closer look at Demon King Piccolo to just look at all of his details and how he looks like, you know. So, first of all, something that I did notice right as I was taking him out of the box is that the antennas are removable. I don't know how I feel about that because these are very small and they can get lost very easily. So let's just put that back in there. As a matter of fact, I don't know if it was noticeable, but he was missing this antenna. So, during the box. So, I had to take it out and then put it back in and then put him in a pose. But yeah, aside from that, this is my first Piccolo figure, so I'm not entirely sure how he compares to other Piccolos, but in the amount of detail, while he's very basic, he has a lot of detail in his arms due to the pattern nature that he has in both the manga and anime. So I will commend them for giving the Piccolo figures that much detail. The hands are very different as well because he has like sharp nails, so that's another difference from a Piccolo, I would guess. His face is also quite bigger than the regular SH Figuarts, I think. It actually looks the same size because they have to keep everything to his scale. But with his smirking face, he looks amazing. So, yeah, let's just get right into how he's posable, because that's the most important part out of any figure, in my opinion. So, the head. It's typical to any other SH Figuarts. You won't really get much posability from any of these. So, there's that. There we go, I just need to change the lighting a little bit. Now the arms, well actually going backwards, he can look up, which is kind of good, but I don't think you really need to do that for the majority. Now, for the torso, I think he has probably one of the best leaning torsos out of the whole SH Figuarts, because he can look up and down very easily. And I think it's mostly because it's a two-piecer, but it's not... It's a piece of clothing that is not as obstructing as others. So I think that actually helps him out a lot. But yeah, the torso, very good. Now, the arms. That's as far as you're... probably as far as you're going to get him for just a T-pose kind of pose. Now, he does do the regular 360 degrees as any other SH Figuarts. The joints look to be quite the same, but he does not have any flaps as other SH Figuarts because he doesn't have a vest, like a training vest of any sorts. He just has the regular fighting outfit. He also has his own symbol, so there's also that. Pretty good. The arms, let's see how much they can flex, and it looks just around a 90-degree angle. Pretty typical of your own figure. The legs, now this is a different mold for the legs that I have not seen myself, so this is definitely something different. Now let's see how well he can do the splits. I would say that's pretty good. I didn't expect him to actually be that good. I think it's mostly because he is bigger, so the molds can like just flex easier. And the joints can be just a regular size, but there's more space within the segments for them to actually move as easily, because you don't hear any creaking. It's just smooth transitions for each pose, so there's all that. Now, I don't know what this is, manufacturing error maybe? I always get some. But legs, let's see. Kicking, that's probably as far as you're gonna get. Probably could have done better, but his thighs are so long that it's not that big of an issue, but I do think that they could have done better. Now, the boots. The boots are quite different. They're different from any other, they're a different style from other SH figures that we've looked at. For example, we had the Frieza Force boots, like the Broly one, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but it also has the pivot on the toes, so that's standard practice. Those are standard practices from any other figure. Now we finished looking at Demon King Piccolo, but now we need to take a look at all of Demon King Piccolo's accessories. Now, this is a good amount of accessories. This is what I call a good amount of accessories. This is pristine quality for any SH Figuarts, especially if you're getting this Demon King Piccolo. I will mention that this is the second Dragon Ball figure that I have, and this one holds the 1-star Dragon Ball. Stop moving. There we go. Now, what does he actually come with? Well, it's going to take a while. But first, he comes with 2 Ki Blast hands. He comes with 2 grasping hands, left and right. He comes with 1 right pointing hand and a karate chop hand, which is a right hand motion as well. He also comes with his very own rice cooker. Now, you may be wondering what this is. If you didn't watch Dragon Ball, shame on you. I haven't either, so don't flame me in the comments. Now, this rice cooker is where he was trapped, I think. Don't quote me on that. I said I haven't watched Dragon Ball, so don't quote me on that. So I think this is where he was initially trapped in with the Mafuba by not Grandpa Gohan. It was Master Mutaito, I think. At least that's what I think. But he also comes with 3 separate heads, not facial expressions, but heads. I don't know if you didn't notice that he actually doesn't have abilities to actually take off his facial expression, so they just gave him 3 different heads. Now, his heads are quite reminiscent of the anime, so he has a either screaming face or a face with excruciating amounts of pain, but the amount of detail, again, I say this in every single video, but the amount of detail that goes into this is spectacular, immaculate, amazing. It's great. Now, he has I would say a grunting face or an angry expression, mostly because he's angry and he has veins popping out of his head. And he also has the egg spitting phase, as you would remember if you actually watched Dragon Ball. I watched the fight, I didn't watch the actual series. This is when he spits out the Piccolo that we all know and love. So, speaking of, here is the Piccolo Egg. I don't know why that's stuck to it. Maybe it's because it's too hot in my room. But there's also, I would guess that this stand right here, it's a little blurry, but whatever, it would be to hold this egg. So whenever you put it down, you can just recreate the scene from that. I honestly like the amount of accessories that this Demon King Piccolo comes with. So I give this a really good score. You'll see it. Speaking of scores, let's actually get into that, because I don't have much to say about this figure because he is very good. But actually, let me just save it. Now, overall thoughts for this Demon King Piccolo, I honestly gotta give him a perfect score of a 10 out of 10. This is the first 10 out of 10 I've given out in my channel. Any other figure that if you've seen any other of my figure reviews, you know that I don't give a 10 out of 10. But in my opinion, this figure has it all. The amount of facial expressions, the amount of accessories that aren't just hands and facial expressions, including the Dragon Ball itself that he's holding right now, is just a really good amount of accessories that just put him really high up in my list of pretty much perfect figures. He does have a pretty good arsenal to actually recreate the iconic scenes that you see in the anime. So I would honestly say this is the figure that you can recreate the most anime accurate scenes, especially if you have the Kid Goku. And if you have a stand for him, it's very good. You can already post him in like the final fight. If I don't even know what I'm talking about. He's a 10 out of 10. If you guys liked it, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more. I have at least one video every Saturday. So, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.